Guys, I got news about Budlight and Budwiser right now, and Dylan McIlvaney, and how they're still having a hard time after they thought it was a good idea to put a transgender person in their ads. Let's read this story. It says here, ahead of next week's 3-year anniversary of Anheuser-Busch's most epic marketing ad blunder ever, the Budlight backlash remains intact and should serve as a case study for generations in how far left wokeism in corporate America can destroy decades of hard brand building overnight. You know, it's interesting because this story years ago, I covered at Anaheim Stadium at the Angels game, and Newsweek picked up that video, and it absolutely crushed for me. Thank you, Newsweek. Because I said I would rather wait in the long line than go and sit in the Budlight line because of their politics. Or they should just focus on making beer than telling us how they feel. It says here, Bud Light's performance continues to sell off even with additional resources being put behind the brand. Bonnie Herzog said this. In terms of specific brands, a distributor noted Michelob Ultra is growing while Bud Light and Budweiser are struggling. And I got to be honest with you, I'm not exactly a beer connoisseur, but I will drink me some Michelob Ultra, especially because they don't have a trans guy telling me that that's what they want to drink. I mean, they can drink whatever they want. I just don't need that pushed on commercials. Let me know down below if you agree with me. I'm just saying. The good news for the industry is that 54% of beer distributors expect a stronger summer selling season. Well, maybe you should pay attention to gas prices before you say that. This is according to Herzog, and by the way, Herzog comes from like Goldman Sachs, who added that the volumes are expected to decline by about 1% this year, while noting that Constellation Brands is set to be the clear outperformer. You know, I think it's really interesting in this day and age where you'd think that companies would go, you know, we shouldn't like push our politics on people through our brand. We should just be focused on making a better product at a better price, and we'll get a better and more reliable customer. But no, of course not. That's because they're like, well, we're just going to swing super far left because that's, you know, what we do. And I think that's when capitalism shines. Let those companies go out of business. All right, that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.